Right. Again, we're going to look at the first coefficient, which is positive 4, and the constant, which is, here is negative 3. And so we need to find a product of two numbers that is equal to negative 12. And the sum of our two numbers has to be positive 11. And so now we're going to look for a product of negative 12. And the smaller number has to be negative because the sum is positive. And remember that one of our numbers is going to be positive and one's going to be negative because the product is negative 12. And so negative 1 times 12 is negative 12. And so those two numbers have a sum of positive 11. So those are the numbers we are looking for. And we're going to decompose the 11x into plus 12 and negative 1. So now, if we're going to rewrite this and expand here, so we're going to multiply x by 12 and x by negative 1, then we end up with 4x squared plus 12x minus x minus 3. And if we simplified this, and just to see where we came from, 12x minus x is 11x. So we haven't really changed this. All we've done is decompose the middle term here. So now we're going to find the greatest common factor for the first two terms and the greatest common factor for the last two terms. For the first one, our greatest common factor is 4x. And so when we factor out the 4x, we're left with x plus 3. And for the second one, our greatest common factor is negative 1. And so when we factor out the negative 1, in the bracket we have positive x plus 3. And so now we factor by grouping, and so we're going to group the x plus 3, factor out that group from the first product, and factor out x plus 3 from the second product, and we're left with 4x and negative 1. So our answer then is 4x minus 1 times x plus 3.